Right, hello, this is the behind the scenes of my 200mm magic video. Um, a lot of people were asking about the party hat that I alked, so I just wanted to sort of clear a few things up and sort of show other things that happened during the video when I was doing it. First of all, people have asked, did I really alk a party hat? And the answer to that really is, well, when you alk a party hat, you get 0 GP from it, which is why in the video I show I have an empty coin pouch and then no more coins come into it. However, when you try to alk something or drop something that's worth more than 500k, you get this warning message. And that has just turned into a loop half of a key, which alks for 0 GP, by the way. This is clearly fake. I'm using cheat engine. That one's not needed anymore. Where basically, that's not a real party hat. If I move it over here, you can see it turns back into a key as well. These do alk for 0 GP. This is what I actually did. If I try and withdraw one coin from here, it shows that I only had 28 GP. So it was all completely false from Cheat Engine. I don't know if anybody knows enough about Cheat Engine, but basically it's completely client side, so Jagex can't even see what you're doing. So no, it wasn't real. I didn't really alk a party hat. I alked a loop half of key because it's basically there are no items that are over 500k that alk for 0 GP that aren't a party hat. So the closest I could get to faking it was to alk something worth, say, 20k for 0 GP, and just hope people don't realise that that message is missing, which seemed to go alright. One problem with that is that, and this bit's quite funny, is that when it alks and then your inventory gets updated, say for example if you teleport or switch tabs or something like that, this happens. This is actually covering a 0 party hat item, so I had to create a a copy of another bit of the inventory and just sort of cover it up so that people didn't notice. I think I got away with that one, but yeah, that one didn't go ideally. Unfortunately, because I'd done the wrap long in advance, I did it about a week before. I was aware I had about 10 seconds to kill at the beginning, so you see me sort of clicking and sort of hovering over, and then just covering the other things. That was just to stall those 10 seconds so that when I clicked the alk, it went there. Just so happened I timed it absolutely perfectly, because if it had gone, 1 second later, I had nothing to stall it with. The cursor was sort of alking something over here, because like the party hat was in that slot, which we'll just represent with, let's say, a ring of wealth for now. The party hat was in that slot, but when I was clicking here, the cursor on the recording was showing over here. So when I right-clicked it, nothing was right-clicking. So I got rid of the cursor, which was a bit unfortunate, because I thought it was good to have in there, but they disagreed. So no, I didn't really alk a party hat. I lost 20k in that, not 1.2 bill. I can't afford to lose 1.2 bill. I'm quite poor, comparatively. The fact that I was 1 XP from was actually pure coincidence, because I was just getting it from just training it with Dark Beasts for ages, and then I was doing some alks so I didn't accidentally go over, and it just stopped me just conveniently on 199,999,999. So yeah, no, that was a bit of luck, and so I thought I'd throw in the recording on the hover just because I'd chanced it out, which worked well, if we're honest. People have asked as well how long it took me to write that. It took me maybe say probably about 5 minutes to actually write the rap. I've got it here on a notepad document. And then I was reading that in the recording of actually recording me rapping it with a drum bot beat going in the background. After 20 minutes I stopped trying. I could not get a single clean cut, and sort of between every verse you could distinctly hear a in the middle as I'm trying to draw breath. These pauses, that's where I was breathing. This was not the same recording as this one. I had to do sort of two halves of two different recordings because I couldn't get a clean cut in, which worked. And it wasn't sort of horrible, I guess. And I had an idea for sort of this. I don't know if it would have actually worked, but as you sort of have like an echo on it. Imagine how much better this would be if I rap. Just trying to produce content really isn't quite. People seem to love my rap intro last time, so I thought this made the whole video right. Not for like the whole thing, but just for like what I was going to do it for the 200mm magic one, which is why that bit's been cut out. So like it was going to be like I meant to the extent I don't receive harassment, but I won't beat around the bush. What feels like an age, I will decide the party happy to turn around and make. Which did kind of work, but wasn't ideal, and I ended up going for this farm vid reference anyway. And the problem is when I was, and I'm not even going to try and play it here because it was so laggy without having the recorder open. But because I've got all of these messages sped up, problem is I had to try and get those into a sort of a really small amount of time. It was about 3 minutes worth of them. So I've cut out all the pauses between them, forced them together, and then sped it up 400%. And the problem with that is it just flies by too quickly and you can't really see all the messages, which is a bit of a problem on my part. But because of all that bit lagging me out, none of this is in sync. It was in sync the few times I was watching it through, but then as soon as I rendered it, it wasn't, and I just couldn't get it to work. But I'll end up abruptly now, so goodbye.